Hello and welcome to the semi-final for Category 2 of the Sakshi Arena 1 School Fest Spell Bee, presented by Duke's Wafy in association with Trips International School. I'm your Bee Master Vikram. Before we start, I'd like to congratulate all of you for making it through to the semi-final stage of the competition. All the very best for this round. Let's now go through the basic rules. This is a written round with 30 words. You will be given the word as well as its meaning. I will pronounce each word at least thrice, so listen carefully to the word and the meaning before writing your answer. Write your answer in capital letters so that it's easier for us to grade your papers. You can use either pen or pencil, it's completely fine either way. At the end of the round, we will run through the entire list of words once. So if you haven't heard a word clearly, don't worry. Just wait for the recap at the end of the round. So are you ready to go? Good, let's begin. Your first word is livelihood. Livelihood. Livelihood means a means of securing the necessities of life. Livelihood. Moving on to the second word, rogue. Rogue. Rogue means an elephant or other large wild animal living apart from the herd and having savage or destructive tendencies. Let's now move on to the third word, affinity. Affinity. Affinity means a natural liking for and understanding of someone or something. Affinity. Let's now move on to word number 4. Canopy. Canopy. It means the uppermost branches of the trees in a forest, forming a more or less continuous layer of foliage. Canopy. Moving on to word number 5. Debacle. Debacle. Debacle means a sudden and ignominious failure, basically a fiasco. Debacle. Are you ready for your sixth word? Here it is. Kettle. Kettle. A kettle is a container or device in which water is boiled, having a lid, spout and handle. Kettle. Moving on to word number 7. Medley. Medley. Medley means a varied mixture of people or things. Medley. Moving on to the next word, which is word number 8. Trespass. Trespass. Trespass means to enter someone's land or property without permission. Trespass. Let's now move on to word number 9. Buffoon. Buffoon. Buffoon means a ridiculous but amusing person, a clown. Buffoon. The 10th word is collage. Collage. A collage is a piece of art made by sticking various different materials such as photographs and pieces of paper or fabric onto a backing. Collage. Moving on to word number 11. Legible. Legible. It means handwriting or print that is clear enough to read. Legible. Let's now move on to the 12th word, orchestra. Orchestra. An orchestra is a group of instrumentalists, especially one combining string, woodwind, brass and percussion sections and playing classical music. Orchestra. The next word is word number 13. Pious. Pious. Pious means devoutly religious. Pious. On to word number 14. Syntax. Syntax. It means the arrangement of words and phrases to create well-formed sentences in a language. Syntax. Moving on to word number 15, vintage. Vintage. Vintage means denoting something from the past of high quality, especially something representing the best of its kind. Vintage. We have now reached the halfway stage of this semi-final. Let's take a quick break so that you have a moment to relax as well as go through your answers. See you. Welcome back to the second half of the semi-final round for Category 2 of the Sakshi Spell Bee, presented by Duke's Wafy in association with Trips International School. Hope you're ready for the second half. Let's begin. Word number 16, forfeit. Forfeit. Forfeit means lose or be deprived of property or a right or privilege as a penalty for wrongdoing. Forfeit. Moving on to the next word, that's word number 17, imposter. Imposter. An imposter is a person who pretends to be someone else in order to deceive others, especially for fraudulent gain. Imposter. The next word is word number 18, dreary. Dreary. Dreary means depressingly dull and bleak or repetitive. Dreary. Let's now move on to the 19th word, murmur. Murmur. A murmur is a softly spoken or almost inaudible utterance. Murmur. On to the 20th word now, boycott. Boycott. A boycott is a punitive ban on relations with other bodies, cooperation with a policy, or the handling of goods. Boycott. On to word number 21 now. Acme. Acme. Listen carefully again. Listen to the meaning and then write your answer. Acme. It means the point at which something is at its best or most highly developed. Acme. The next word is word number 22, awry. Awry. Awry means away from the usual or expected course, amiss. The word was awry. Let's move on to word number 23 now. Custard. Custard. Custard is a dessert or sweet sauce made with milk and eggs, or milk and a proprietary powder. Custard. Moving on to word number 24. Dilemma. Dilemma. A dilemma is a situation in which a difficult choice has to be made between two or more alternatives, especially ones that are equally undesirable. Dilemma. Moving on to the next word, which is word number 25. Errand. Errand. Errand means a short journey undertaken in order to deliver or collect something, especially on someone else's behalf. Errand. Next word is word number 26. Stellar. Stellar. Stellar means featuring or having the quality of a star performer or performers. Stellar. Word number 27 coming up next. Tofu. Tofu. Tofu is a soft white substance made from mashed soya beans used chiefly in Asian and vegetarian cooking. Tofu. Moving on to word number 28 now. Torrent. Torrent. A torrent is a strong and fast-moving stream of water or other liquid. Torrent. The next word, the 29th word, is blooper. Blooper. A blooper means an embarrassing error. Blooper. Moving on to the 30th and final word of this semi-final round, flamingo. Flamingo. A flamingo is a tall wading bird with mainly pink or scarlet plumage and long legs and neck. It has a heavy bent bill that is held upside down in the water in order to filter feed on small organisms. Flamingo. Let's now do a quick run through of the 30 words for this semi-final round. Here we go. Word number 1, livelihood. 2, rogue. 3. Affinity. 4. Canopy. 5. Debacle. 6. Kettle. 7. Medley. 8. Trespass. 9. Buffoon. 10. Collage. 11. Legible. 12. Orchestra. 13. Pious. 14. Syntax. 15. Vintage. 16. Forfeit. 17. Imposter. 18. Dreary. 19. Murmur. Word number 20. Boycott. 21. Acme. Acme. 22. Awry. 23. Custard. 24. Dilemma. 25. Errand. 26. Stellar. 27. Tofu. 28. Torrent. 29. Blooper. And word number 30. Flamingo. That brings us to the end of the semi-final for Category 2 of the Sakshi Spell Bee presented by Duke's Wafy in association with Trips International School. All the very best, and I hope to see you in the finals. Take care and have